His Imperial Majesty Haile Selassie. Born Liege Tafari Makonnen, Emperor Haile Selassie I, Ethiopia's last monarch, was a revered anti-imperialist, reformer, Pan-African leader, and a global statesman. He was born on 23 July 1892 in Ijersagoro, a village located approximately 18 miles from the city of Harar in Ethiopia. The name Haile Selassie was his baptismal name and later his throne name. Haile Selassie was the only surviving and legitimate son of his parents. His father, Ras Makonnen Walde Mikael, was a cousin and chief advisor to Emperor Menelik II. He was also an army general and first governor of the Harar province. His mother, Waizero Yeshimbet, an Oromo, the largest ethnic group in Ethiopia, passed on when he was barely 2 years old. Haile Selassie was, unusually for the period, brought up with a strong education in Shoan Amharic traditions, as well as in Western history, languages, and statecraft. He was an exceptional child with a high capacity for memory and mastery of detail. At the age of 13, his father bestowed upon him the title Dejazmach, which is Commander of the Field, of Gara Mulata in the province of Harar. In 1906, Haile Selassie's father passed on. He was therefore adopted by his uncle, Emperor Menelik II, who did not have a son to succeed him, thus making Haile Selassie to appear the favored successor. Haile Selassie spent his youth at the imperial court, where he was exposed to imperial practices and also learned about the use of power. He was also enrolled into the Menelik II School for Nobles, established by Emperor Menelik II to provide a Western-style education. Once again, Haile Selassie greatly impressed Emperor Menelik II with his intellectual abilities and leadership qualities. In 1907, Emperor Menelik II appointed Haile Selassie as governor of parts of Sidamo province, and in 1910 as the governor of Harar, his birthplace. In 1913, contrary to the anticipated succession plan for Emperor Menelik II upon his death, his grandson, Liege Yasu, and not Haile Selassie, succeeded him. However, Yasu's religion, Islam, cost him his leadership position as he maintained close ties with Islam in a Christian-dominated country. He thus never gained favor with the Christian population. Haile Selassie became the face of the opposition, and after a period of family and palace intrigues, he took power in 1916 and imprisoned Yasu for life. In 1917, Emperor Menelik II's daughter, Zelditu, contested the throne and became empress, and Selassie was named regent and heir to the throne. As regent, Haile Selassie spearheaded the modernization of Ethiopia on a significant scale. He initiated significant political and social reforms aimed at modernizing Ethiopia. He introduced a written constitution in 1931, restructured the legal system, and worked to centralize authority while promoting education and infrastructure development. In 1928, Haile Selassie was crowned Negus, thus king, under Empress Zelditu in response to his growing power and popularity. His coronation ceremony took place at the Addis Ababa Cathedral of St. George on 2 November 1930. It was attended by royals and dignitaries from all over the world. Haile Selassie took the name Emperor Haile Selassie I, which translates into the Amharic language as Power of the Trinity, to mark his imperial status. Since 1930, followers of the Rastafari movement in Jamaica have viewed Haile Selassie as the Messiah who has returned to redeem all black people. The movement took its name from the emperor's pre-coronation name, Rastafari. During his reign as emperor, Haile Selassie continued with the vision to create a robust economic foundation that could support a self-reliant and prosperous Ethiopia. His efforts to improve healthcare, agriculture, and industry were geared toward reducing the country's dependence on foreign aid and fostering a sense of national self-sufficiency. In 1935, his efforts were, however, cut short when Ethiopia, which had never been colonized before, was subjected to a 5-year military occupation by Italy-led Benito Mussolini. Emperor Haile Selassie was forced into exile in the United Kingdom, England. His speech, however, to the League of Nations on 30th June 1936 where he condemned the international community's failure to act against Italy's invasion of Ethiopia, was powerful and emotional. It solidified his status as an advocate for justice and African sovereignty. His speech drew Ethiopia to the center stage of world politics for the first time, and at the same time highlighted the impotence of the League of Nations. After the defeat of Italy in World War II, Ethiopia regained its sovereignty, paving the way for Emperor Haile Selassie to return to Ethiopia in 1941 to reclaim his throne. Emperor Haile Selassie became a significant figure in the push for African independence and unity. Other countries were finally gaining independence, and Haile Selassie saw it as a golden opportunity to bring African nations together to fight against colonization and white minority rule, while also coordinating efforts to raise living standards. He was a key architect in the creation of the Organization of African Unity, OAU, in 1963. OAU's first meeting, dated 25 May 1963, was held in the Ethiopian capital, Addis Ababa, with Emperor Haile Selassie emerging as the first president of the OAU. Through his diplomatic engagements, Haile Selassie championed the cause of African nations on the global stage, advocating for fair trade practices, equitable economic relations, and the peaceful resolution of conflicts. His ability to navigate complex international politics while steadfastly promoting Pan-African ideals earned him respect and admiration from leaders worldwide. However, despite his many achievements, Haile Selassie's reign faced significant challenges, particularly in his later years. Internal dissent, economic difficulties, and political unrest grew, leading to increasing calls for reform. His autocratic style of governance and resistance to rapid political change eventually culminated in his overthrow in 1974. He was kept under house arrest in his own palace until he died in August 27, 1975, at the age of 83. While official sources at the time attributed his death to natural causes, evidence later emerged suggesting that he had been murdered on the orders of the military government. In 1992, his remains were discovered, buried under a concrete slab in the Imperial Palace in November 2000. The late emperor was given a befitting burial when his body was laid to rest in Addis Ababa's Trinity Cathedral. His legacy as a transformative and visionary leader endures. Haile Selassie remains a symbol of resistance against oppression, a champion of education and modernization, and a key figure in the Pan-African movement. His contributions to Ethiopia and the broader African continent continue to inspire leaders and movements striving for unity, progress, and self-determination.